Life is not going to wait for you to get comfortable. Comfort is the killer of progress. If you want to win, you've got to get up, lock in, and handle your business. The truth is, there will never be a perfect time to start. If you're sitting there waiting for all the stars to align, you're going to miss every opportunity that comes your way. Life is messy, unpredictable, and full of challenges, but those challenges are what make the journey worthwhile. Success doesn't come to those who stand on the sidelines. It comes to those who step onto the field, ready or not. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to take that first step. You start overthinking, doubting yourself, and building up fears that aren't even real. That mental roadblock grows bigger with every passing day, and before you know it, you've wasted months or even years waiting for the right moment. Don't let that happen to you. The right moment is now, and it's never too late to begin. Most people think they need to have everything figured out before they start. Let me tell you something, nobody has it all figured out. The people you see succeeding didn't start with all the answers. They started with a willingness to try. They stumbled, they fell, and they learned along the way. That's what separates the doers from the dreamers. Action creates momentum. The moment you take even the smallest step toward your goal, you'll feel a shift. Suddenly, the impossible starts to feel possible. You build confidence, and that confidence drives you to keep moving forward. But you've got to take that first step. Nobody can take it for you. The fear of failure is often what holds us back, but let me tell you this, failure is part of the process. It's not something to be avoided, it's something to embrace. Every mistake is a lesson, every setback an opportunity to grow. You're not supposed to get it right the first time. You're supposed to learn, adapt, and keep pushing forward. There's power in starting where you are with what you have. You don't need fancy tools, endless resources, or perfect circumstances. You just need determination and a willingness to figure things out as you go. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll see progress. Progress is addictive. It fuels you to keep going. The clock is ticking. Every second you spend waiting is a second you could be building your dream. Stop hesitating. Stop overthinking. Get up, lock in, take that first step. Don't let the idea of perfection rob you of progress. Success isn't handed to you on a silver platter. If you want something bad enough, you've got to work for it. The grind isn't glamorous, but it's necessary. It's the foundation on which everything else is built. When you see someone at the top, what you don't see is the blood, sweat, and tears they put in to get there. That's what it takes. There are no shortcuts. You can't skip the hard parts and expect to win. Those late nights, early mornings, and sacrifices, they're all part of the journey. When you embrace the grind, you separate yourself from the crowd. While others are looking for easy routes, you're putting in the real work. And that's what makes you unstoppable. The grind is where you find out what you're made of. It tests your patience, your discipline, and your commitment. It's not going to be easy. You're going to want to quit to take the easy way out. But every time you push through, you're building strength mentally, physically, and emotionally. When you're in the middle of the grind, it's easy to forget why you started. That's why you need to keep your vision in front of you at all times. Remind yourself of what you're working toward, write it down, visualize it, and let it fuel you. The grind isn't supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be worth it. People will question you. They'll wonder why you're putting in so much effort, why you're sacrificing so much. Let them wonder. While they're busy doubting, you're busy building. The grind isn't for everyone, but it's for those who want it bad enough to do whatever it takes. You'll have moments when you feel like you're not making progress, like all your efforts are in vain. But that's just an illusion. Every step, every small action is getting you closer to your goal. The grind is about showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it. Consistency is the secret weapon of champions. Embrace the grind because it's the only path to greatness. It's not easy, it's not quick, but it's worth it. The grind transforms you. It takes you from someone who dreams to someone who achieves. So roll up your sleeves, put in the work, and lock in. Excuses are the chains holding you back from the life you want. Every time you tell yourself, I can't, because you're building a wall between yourself and your goals. Excuses are comfortable, but they're also deadly. They keep you stuck in the same place while time marches on, leaving you further and further behind. The truth is that most excuses are lies we tell ourselves to avoid discomfort. I don't have time really means I'm not making time. I'm not ready really means I'm afraid to fail. Excuses are clever. They make you feel justified in staying where you are. But deep down, you know they're holding you back. Nobody successful ever got there by making excuses. They faced the same obstacles, fears, and doubts that you're facing right now, but they chose to push through. They didn't wait for life to hand them a golden opportunity. They created their own. Excuses don't build empires. Hard work does. You've got to be brutally honest with yourself. Call out your excuses and hold yourself accountable. If you're not where you want to be, it's not because of external factors. It's because of the choices you've made. That might be hard to hear, but it's also empowering. If it's your choices that got you here, it's your choices that can get you out. Start replacing excuses with solutions. Instead of saying, I don't have the resources, ask yourself, how can I make this work with what I have? Instead of saying, I'm too busy, prioritize what truly matters. When you shift from excuses to solutions, you'll be amazed at how quickly things start to change. The world isn't going to hand you success because you got a good excuse. Nobody cares why you didn't make it happen. The only thing that matters is results. Harsh, maybe. But that's reality. Life rewards those who take responsibility and make things happen no matter what. Every time you make an excuse, you're giving up a little bit of your power. Stop giving your power away. Take control, own your choices, and commit to doing whatever it takes. Excuses are easy, but success is worth the effort. Your morning sets the tone for your entire day. How you start your day determines your mindset, your energy, and your focus. If you roll out of bed, check your phone, and stumble through the first hour of your day, don't be surprised that the rest of your day feels chaotic. But when you take control of your morning, you take control of your life. Getting up early is a game changer. It gives you time to think, plan, and prepare before the world starts pulling at you. Those quiet morning hours are your secret weapon. Use them to pray, meditate, or simply reflect on what you want to achieve. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being intentional. A powerful morning routine doesn't have to be complicated. Start with small, consistent actions. Maybe it's writing down your goals, reading something inspiring, or stretching to wake up your body. The key is to create habits that energize you and set you up for success. When you master your morning, you become proactive instead of reactive. You're no longer rushing to catch up or putting out fires. Instead, you're focused, clear, and ready to tackle whatever comes your way. That confidence carries over into every area of your life. Your morning is also the time to lock in your priorities. What's the one thing you must accomplish today to move closer to your goals? Identify it and commit to it. Don't let distractions or minor tasks take over. Protect your time like your future depends on it, because it does. Most people waste their mornings and then wonder why they feel unproductive. Don't fall into that trap. Take ownership of those first hours and use them to build momentum. When you start your day with intention and purpose, you create a ripple effect that transforms everything. Your morning is your foundation. Build it strong, and the rest of your day will follow. It's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about doing the right things consistently. Get up, lock in, and make your morning count. The people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your mindset, your motivation, and your success. If you're spending time with people who complain, doubt, or settle for less, their energy will rub off on you. But when you're around people who inspire, challenge, and support you, they lift you to new heights. Take a good look at your circle. Are they encouraging you to grow, or are they holding you back? Be honest with yourself. If someone in your life is draining your energy or pulling you away from your goals, it might be time to distance yourself. That's not easy, but it's necessary. The right people will push you to be better. They'll hold you accountable, celebrate your wins, and remind you of your potential when you doubt yourself. These are the people who see your vision and believe in it as much as you do. They're rare, but they're worth finding. Your environment matters. If you're constantly surrounded by negativity, it's going to be hard to stay positive. If you're surrounded by people who settle, it's going to be hard to aim higher. That's why you need to be intentional about who you let into your life. Don't be afraid to seek out mentors, coaches, or role models who are where you want to be. Learn from their experiences and let their success inspire you. Surrounding yourself with greatness doesn't make you insecure, it makes you strive for more. You also have to be willing to outgrow people. Sometimes the person you're becoming no longer fits with the people you've known. That's okay. Growth requires change, and not everyone is meant to go on this journey with you. Your circle is your support system, your sounding board, and your source of strength. Choose wisely. The right people will amplify your success, while the wrong ones will hold you back. Lock in with those who lift you and let go of those who drag you down. Pain is inevitable in life, but suffering is optional. Everyone faces setbacks, disappointments, and heartbreaks, but it's how you respond to that determines your future. You can let it break you, or you can let it make you stronger. Pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. The hard times you go through are shaping you. They're teaching you lessons you wouldn't learn any other way. Failure shows you what doesn't work. Loss reminds you to appreciate what you have, and rejection builds your resilience. Instead of running from pain, face it head on and learn from it. When you're in the middle of pain, it's hard to see the purpose behind it. But if you look back at your life, you'll realize that some of your greatest growth came from your hardest moments. Pain pushes you out of your comfort zone, forces you to adapt, and reveals strengths you didn't know you had. Use your pain as fuel. Channel it into your goals, your work, and your purpose. Let it drive you to prove to yourself what you're capable of. The world doesn't stop for your struggles, so don't let your struggle stop you. Keep moving forward, even if it's just one step at a time. Don't waste your pain by letting it make you bitter or resentful. Use it to build something better. Pain can be the spark that ignites a fire in you, the fire that drives you to achieve, to change, and to grow. You have the power to turn your pain into your greatest strength. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your worth during tough times, but also learn to rely on yourself. When you can stand tall in hardship, you become unstoppable. Your strength inspires others and shows them what's possible. Pain is temporary, but the power you gain from overcoming it lasts forever. Embrace the struggle, learn from it, and let it transform you. The harder the climb, the stronger you become. Perfection is a myth that keeps too many people stuck. You don't need to be perfect to make progress. You just need to be consistent. Small daily actions build momentum, and that momentum creates massive results over time. Stop aiming for flawless and start aiming for consistency. Consistency is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It's easy to start something when you're excited, but the real test is sticking with it when the excitement wears off. Success isn't about what you do occasionally, it's about what you do every single day. Think about a drop of water falling on a rock. One drop won't make a difference, but if it keeps falling in the same spot over time, it can carve through stone. That's the power of consistency. Small, seemingly insignificant actions repeated over time create incredible change. The problem is most people quit too soon. They expect instant results, and when they don't see them, they give up. But success takes time. It's not about how fast you get there. It's about whether you're willing to keep going, no matter how long it takes. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. If you're consistent, the results will come. Maybe not as quickly as you'd like, but they will come. Trust the process and keep showing up, even when it feels like nothing is happening. Consistency also builds confidence. Every time you follow through on a commitment to yourself, you strengthen your belief in your abilities. It's not about being perfect. It's about proving to yourself that you can keep going, no matter what. Perfection is paralyzing, but consistency is empowering. You don't need to have all the answers or do everything perfectly. Just take one step, then another, then another. Over time, those steps add up to something extraordinary. Nobody is coming to save you. Your success, your happiness, your future is all in your hands. The sooner you take full responsibility for your life, the sooner you can start creating the life you want. Ownership is the key to freedom. Blaming others or circumstances might feel good at the moment, but it keeps you powerless. When you point fingers, you give away control. The truth is, nobody else is responsible for where you are or where you're going. Your life is the result of your choices. Taking ownership doesn't mean ignoring the challenges or disadvantages you face. It means acknowledging them and deciding to move forward anyway. Life isn't fair, but dwelling on that won't change anything. What will change your life is taking action. You have to stop waiting for the perfect opportunity or the perfect time. There's no such thing. If you want something, go after it. If something's not working, fix it. If you're not happy, change it. It's your life. Nobody else can live it for you. Ownership also means owning your mistakes. When you mess up, don't make excuses or blame others. Admit it, learn from it, and do better next time. Mistakes aren't failures, they're lessons. The only failure is refusing to take responsibility. When you take ownership, you take back your power. You stop waiting for permission or validation. You stop letting other people or circumstances dictate your life. You become the author of your own story, and you get to decide how it unfolds. Taking ownership is hard, but it's also liberating. It forces you to face the truth, but it also gives you the power to change it. It's not about being perfect, it's about being accountable. Discipline isn't a punishment, it's a gift you give yourself. It's the foundation that allows you to build the life you dream of. Without discipline, your goals remain wishes and your potential stays untapped. It's not glamorous, but it's the key to everything you want. Most people think freedom means doing whatever you want, whenever you want. But true freedom comes from discipline. When you're disciplined with your time, your energy, and your habits, you free yourself from chaos, regret, and wasted potential. Discipline creates structure, and structure creates freedom. Discipline isn't about feeling motivated all the time. Motivation is fleeting, it's here one day and gone the next. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. It's choosing to work when you'd rather play. It's doing what needs to be done, no matter how you feel. Think of discipline like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. At first, it's hard, even painful, but over time, it becomes second nature. The small sacrifices you make each day compound into massive results over time. Every choice you make is either strengthening your discipline or weakening it. When you skip the hard work, you reinforce the habit of quitting. When you push through, you prove to yourself that you're stronger than your excuses. Discipline is built on one decision at a time. Discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. You don't have to get it right every time, you just have to keep showing up. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you're taking a step closer to your goals. When you master discipline, you master yourself. You stop being controlled by your emotions or your circumstances. You become the type of person who can handle anything, achieve anything, and overcome anything. Discipline is the foundation of greatness. Fear is a natural emotion, but it's also a liar. It tells you that you're not ready, not good enough, not capable. Fear tries to keep you small and safe, but safe doesn't lead to growth. To live a full life, you have to learn to face your fears head on. Fear will never fully go away. It's always there whispering doubts in your ear. But courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action despite it. Every time you step out of your comfort zone, you weaken fear's grip on you. Most of the time, fear is an illusion. The things we're afraid of rarely turn out as bad as we imagine. Fear magnifies problems and minimizes possibilities. When you confront your fears, you realize they're not as powerful as they seem. Fear thrives in the unknown. The best way to beat it is with action. The more you hesitate, the stronger your fear becomes. But when you take even a small step forward, you start to build momentum, and momentum kills fear. You can't let fear make your decisions for you. If you do, you'll miss out on opportunities, relationships, and experiences. Fear will keep you stuck in the same place, living the same life while your dreams pass you by. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to take risks, to believe in yourself, and to go after what you want. Fear is contagious, but so is courage. Be around people who push you to be brave. Fear is a part of life, but it doesn't have to control your life. You have the power to choose courage over fear, action over hesitation, and growth over comfort. Time is the one thing you can never get back. Once it's gone forever. That's why you have to guard it fiercely and use it wisely. Your time is your most valuable asset, and how you spend it will determine the quality of your life. Most people waste time without even realizing it. They scroll through their phones, binge watch shows, and procrastinate on what matters. Every moment you waste is a moment you can't get back. Time is precious, and you can't afford to treat it like it's endless. Start by being intentional with your time. Plan your days, set priorities, and eliminate distractions. Ask yourself, is this helping me get closer to my goals? If the answer is no, it's not worth your time. Focus on what matters and let go of the rest. Stop saying yes to everything and everyone. Your time is limited and you have to protect it. Learn to say no to things that don't align with your purpose. Saying no isn't selfish, it's necessary. Every time you say no to something unimportant, you're saying yes to what truly matters. Treat your time like money. Invest it in things that give you a return: your health, your relationships, your growth, and your dreams. Don't spend it on things that drain you or hold you back. Be mindful of where your time goes, because where your time goes, your life goes. Time is also about presence. Don't just go through the motions, be fully present in whatever you're doing. Whether you're working, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing your passions, give it your full attention. Presence makes time meaningful. You can't control how much time you have, but you can control how you use it. Make every moment count. Your time is your life. Don't waste it. Success doesn't come to those who want it. It comes to those who are willing to work for it, fight for it, and persist through every obstacle. Persistence is the force that keeps you moving when everything in you wants to quit. It's the difference between dreaming and achieving. Persistence is about refusing to give up no matter how hard things get. It's about getting back up every time you fall and trying again, even when it feels impossible. The people who succeed aren't the ones who never face challenges. They're the ones who never stop fighting. You have to be relentless in pursuing your goals. The road will be long and it will be tough, but every step you take brings you closer to where you want to be. Persistence is about focusing on the finish line, not the hurdles in your way. Every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn, and to adapt. Don't let failure stop you, let it teach you. Persistence is about seeing every challenge as a stepping stone, not a roadblock. It's about using your failures as fuel for your success. Surround yourself with people who remind you of your why. When you're persistent, you'll face doubters, critics, and naysayers. But don't let their voices drown out your own. Stay true to your vision and let your persistence speak louder than your doubts. Persistence isn't about being perfect or never making mistakes. It's about showing up every single day and giving your best effort. It's about pushing forward, even when the progress is slow, and trusting that your hard work will pay off. The journey won't be easy, but it will be worth it. When you're persistent, you prove to yourself and the world that nothing can stop you. Your dreams are not going to chase you. You've got to chase them. Stop waiting for someone to hand you the life you want. It's your time, your moment. Get up, lock in, and make it happen.